Hello, welcome to Rising Star. My name is Ruth. It's time for the daily message. Lead 20. Lead is Saturn's metal. I get pretty excited about these daily readings. I don't know if you guys do, but it's my favorite one to do, I think. I really love these alchemy cards. It's my favorite deck. Alright, lead is the first metal. Its properties are heavy, dense, and unwaveringly steady. It is often perceived as the metal that initiated the entire alchemical drive to turn what is base, lead, into what is noble, gold. We just had gold the other day. It correlates to the planet Saturn and its love of rules and structure. On one hand, this card implies a fixed position or burden that may be weighing down the work. On the other hand, lead can arrive just in time to ground a situation, to bring an alchemist back to the humble beginnings. Either way, the presence of lead is sobering. We cannot ignore it. The impatient alchemist may be discouraged to see it in the laboratory, as it reminds us of how far we have to go. Approach this card with reverence for the ongoing process. So we have Pluto going into Aquarius in a few days. Both Capricorn and Aquarius are ruled by Saturn. And it's kind of interesting that it talks about going back to the beginnings. I hope those cards aren't too loud because the microphone's like right there. I moved it forward. Where was I going with that? Yeah. So Capricorn's very structured, like the more structured side of Saturn. And then Aquarius is the more rebellious side of Saturn. Even though Saturn is very structured, he forces change also. That's the Aquarius side. I hope that's making sense to you. But the Saturn energy is heavy. Saturn is in Pisces right now. We're actually it's been in Pisces since last year, but we're in a water boil effect where I live, which is very Saturn and Pisces. What was I going to say about that? Oh yeah, I bought this Brita pitcher last year when Saturn went into Pisces, and I bought some backup water. Luckily, I have some backup water. I'm like so thirsty right now. I didn't realize there was a boil advisory until later in the day, so I have drank some of the water. I use my Brita pitcher all the time, but it's needed a new filter for a while, so who knows if it's working. So I have this hot water here that I just boiled. But I'm so thirsty. I love water. I drink water all the time. Alright. That's my thing about Saturn. Capricorn energy with the devil. Talk about being held back. The Ace of Pentacles. You may be feeling held back from an opportunity here. Lead is the beginning. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Alright, Seven of Pentacles. The Tower. You may have planted a seed expecting it to grow, and it's not. There's no progress being made here, and you're having to go back to the drawing board. You feel held back by something. Tower is Pluto. Okay. Six of Wands. What's going on with the cards? Six of Wands, Three of Pentacles. So the thing here is, when going back to the drawing board, this is something you've been doing alone, but I think you'll have success if somebody else is included here. It takes a village. It takes a village. Okay. Nine of Wands. You might be very introverted, blocked off to people, stubborn in your ways about something, like you'd rather do it yourself than have somebody else screw it up. The Moon, Temperance, Hangman. If you are this way, This is something emotional for you. Some sort of an emotional wound that maybe it's difficult for you to trust people. I know I'm that way. It's a hard message for me to hear. I'll just do it myself. I'd much rather make something happen myself and involve somebody else. People frustrate me. Maybe it's my story today. The Devil, the Ace of Pentacles, the Hermit. Yes, you've been doing something alone here. Five of Pentacles. You're not succeeding alone. You may be realizing that you need someone else here. This could even be like you are successful at something monetary, but now you're realizing that you're lonely. Not necessarily lonely, but would like someone else around. Like, success isn't everything. Seven of Pentacles, the Tower, the Two of Wands. Hangman. I was just thinking, you're starting to see a bigger picture here. Queen of Wands. It's like there's nobody to share your success with. And you're wondering, how far have I really come if I have nobody to share this with? Like, this is what you want, but this is where you're holding yourself. It's not about having people around. It's about, like, who we choose to have around. Do you know what I mean? Like, having people around is not necessarily going to make you happy. Having the right people around will. King of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. This could be romantic in a way. Three of Swords reversed. You feel like whenever people get involved, or whenever you involve others or do things with others, it creates a painful experience for you. But that's because the right people haven't been involved in the past. And I feel like you're wanting someone stable to be a part of things with you, maybe to work on something with you. You're looking for someone like-minded or wanting someone like-minded to you that you can share something with here. Maybe share success, progress with. This is definitely an emotional wound. Ten of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. King of Cups. Yeah, I think you want somebody to share your life with. You may be like getting older and realizing that possibly you've spent a lot of your life working on monetary things, making money, saving money. You're really good at that part. But you're realizing that you have nobody to share it with. That's what I'm getting from this energy. Saturn shows up to force us to change. You could be going through a second Saturn return. So if you're around 58 to 60 years of age, maybe like 61, 62, you could be going through your second Saturn return. And Saturn has come back around. Just made me think of another Tool song. Saturn comes back around to show us something again, like, hey, this is what you've been doing for 30 years. Did it work? No? All right, so what are you going to do now? That's your Saturn return. But it can be painful, a Saturn return. But very life-changing also. All right, what's that song? The Grudge. I'm trying to hear it. Saturn ascends. Choose 1 or 10. 10? Saturn ascends. Choose 1 or 10. Something about coming back around again. As I'm saying that, there is this mark on my wall that looks like a spiral, which is hilarious. You guys probably think I'm crazy. Tool is all about like the Fibonacci sequence, spiraling out, all that. Like the note patterns that they use. I don't know anything about musical theory, but they use different patterns, like not like 4/4 and stuff like that. But it's like a spiral that it goes around in. Anyhow, you're spiraling out. 9 of Wands. Sorry, I yelled at you. Ace of Cups. I feel like you even have maybe a desire to care for someone, to like dote on someone or take care of someone. Maybe that's your love language, is caring for others. It could be that's something you do a lot. You might have strong Cancerian energy in your chart. You may be a healing, caring person to others, but then you turn around and keep your distance so that nobody can do that for you. That's kind of like a trauma mechanism type of thing. When you overly care for others, it's because your inner child is seeking someone to care for them. You're giving others what your inner child never got. So there might be some inner child work to be done here. If you're interested in an inner child reading, let me know in the comments. I haven't done one before, but I would be interested. So it's a heavier energy for sure, but I'll do it for you. Ace of Cups, Empress, the Knight of Wands. I feel like you tend to run away before people can get close to you. And that's something that needs to be tempered here within the emotions. This is an emotional wound for you. You've had to work hard to protect yourself, but it's time to let other people in here. You've held yourself off, and it's time for this transformation. Man, that's a lot of major arcana. Justice, the Hierophant. This transformation will balance things out for you. And also heighten you on a spiritual level. It's kind of hard to be spiritual when we're not connecting with other people, because we are all one. We are all one collective. And it's important for us to help others grow spiritually as well. That's what we're all here for, is to help each other. If this resonates, I would love to know where in your chart you have Aquarius. All right, I hope that resonated, and I hope to see you again soon. Have a good one.